Hi, I'm Shelby with Modern Times Van Co, and today I'm going to be showing you around our latest build that we just finished up. This is a 2022 144 Mercedes Sprinter. This is one of the 4x4 models, and it is up for sale, so if you'd like details on that, they'll be listed in the description down below. But for now, let me show you around inside. So this van has one of our most popular layouts, the Voyager layout. It's very versatile. It fits pretty much all lifestyles since it has the shower, the fixed bed, the seating area up here. And we did an all new color palette on this one. So inspired by the sand color exterior, we carried that color onto the inside and we put that color on the walls in a lime wash texture. So that just feels very fluid. And then we did a sage dark green on the lower cabinets. And we went with a luxury vinyl plank flooring that looks like concrete. And then up on the roof, we did walnut style slats to bring some warmth into the space. Our goal was to make this van feel very tranquil and inspired by nature. And I think we accomplished that because it just feels very relaxing in here. So when you first walk in through the slider, you have this nice big open seating area. So 3 people can sit here comfortably, and we have this lagoon table that swivels all around to each position. We like using these tables because the height is adjustable and you can also just remove it if you don't need it. Up over top here, we have the headliner shelf. We always incorporate these into our build just for all of that added storage. It's really nice to have just up out of the way. So up in the front, we also like to put this divider curtain. We like using these instead of a partition wall just because you can slide them away when you don't need them and it doesn't take up permanent space in the front of the van. So that's nice to have for privacy. And then you can also obviously have your 2 chairs up here, which frees up a lot of space, makes the van feel a lot bigger. And I almost forgot to mention that under the passenger seat, we have the diesel heater, which taps right into your diesel tank and keeps you warm in the winter. And then here we have a bench seating area. So this is a nice space that we designed for working. So you have this table that swivels right in front of you. We also put an outlet right down on the side of my left here so that you can charge up your computer as you're working. Very comfy working area. And then we put a dimmable reading light up here, and you can also plug your phone in right underneath it. So that's a nice feature. And then on this side of me, we did a walnut slatted wall. So this is a really nice accent. It's one of the first things you see when you walk into the van. It catches your eye. So we really like that accent feature. So this bench is very versatile. We have storage down below. So 2 nice big drawers. And you'd never be able to tell, but this actually converts into a small sleeping area. So this bench slides right out. We have 2 extra cushions that we store in the garage that drop down into place. And then someone can comfortably sleep here if you have a guest, a pet, or a kid. This bench also has a seatbelt so that a 3rd passenger could ride safely. Over top of this, we have some more storage. We have 2 good-sized cabinets up here. And then right here, we also have our shower light. So we like to put that up out of the way so you can't really notice it, but that's how you turn on your shower light up there. So moving on to our kitchen area, this is where you'll do all your cooking and prep work. So we have the induction cooktop right here. This is flush mounted into the countertop just to give a super sleek look. This is 2-burner here. And then we have our sink as well. We have all matte black fixtures, which just look really sleek with the van. We have the black sink here. And then we also have a countertop cutout. So this drops right into the sink just to create even more usable space on your countertop. Our countertops are durable solid surface. We really like using this because it's lightweight. and also, as I said, very durable. And here we have our countertop flip up, just to create a little bit of extra space when you're cooking. It's always nice to have in a van. Down below the induction, we have a large drawer here, and all of our cabinetry has locks on it so that it doesn't fly open when you're driving. Down below that, we have our Dometic 1080 fridge. So this is a really good size fridge, and it has the freezer compartment up top. And then next to the fridge, underneath the sink, we have lots of storage over here. So this is just wide open under here. We keep our water heater on-off switch down underneath the sink so that you don't need to run into the back to turn that on. You can just flip that on right here when you need your hot water at the sink. Behind the kitchen area, we have a window here on the slider door. So this is nice. You can open this up when you're cooking just to create some more ventilation. And this has the bug screen as well. So behind the sink, we have our control panel for the van. So this is where you turn on your inverter to get 120 power to all of the outlets, and also the induction cooktop and the water heater. We have our ceiling overhead lights up here. We have our under cabinet lights that are here, and then our toe kick lights that are in the floor, and all of those are dimming. Here we have our on-off switch for our gray tank valve. So the gray tank is 20 gallons, and that is mounted underneath the van. So when you need to empty that, you just flip that switch on, and then it automatically opens and then dumps out underneath the van. In the middle here, we have our water tank level. So that tells you how much water is in your freshwater tank without you having to go to the back and check. You can just look right up on this monitor. And then all the way to the far right, we have our water pump. So that's what you turn on when you need to get water to your van. And then last but not least, we have our Victron battery monitor. So that's just where you can monitor your batteries. Above the sink, we have this USB 12-volt charger. So this is perfect for charging your phone because you don't need to have the inverter on to use this plug here. So we figure this is perfect for your phone at night, and then you could place your phone up on this shelf here. All right, so opposite the kitchen, we have the shower over here. So we have this framed out with a archway. We really like incorporating that design. Just makes it flow really nicely. So coming in here, this is a 32 by 24 shower, so really decent size. We have the Nautilus sliding retractable door here. So we really like using these in the vans because they take up no space, they're self-cleaning, and this van also comes with a cassette toilet that'll be right here. So when you need to use the bathroom, you can just close that door and have your privacy. We have, once again, the matte black shower head up here. This is from Delta. So this has a few different spray settings. And then we also always make sure that our shower head has this on-off switch so that when you're showering, you can preserve water and you don't need to mess with your mixer. You can just pause it right here. And this is also magnetic. So this is really sleek. It just slides into place and won't go anywhere. And then for the accent wall, we went with these gray hexagon tiles. So these are actually PVC. So they're very flexible, they'll never break, and they're lightweight, which is very important in a van. So all the way in the rear of the van, we have our fixed bed. So this is exactly 6 feet wide. So you have 6 feet of sleeping width since we created these upholstered bump outs just to create a little bit of extra space. And then down below the bed here, we have access to the garage space. So we always like to create a little access door, but it's nice to have that blocked off. So if it's ever messy, you don't have to see that. Over top of the bed, we have cabinets on each side. So we have 2 very large cabinets on either side. These have the gas struts and the magnets, like I said. So they open, they support themselves, and then they also stay shut when you're driving. So lots of storage room up here. Since we lived in a van, we know how important storage can be, so we always like to make sure that there is adequate storage. So over top of the sleeping area, we have our Dometic 12-volt air conditioner. We really like this unit because it has low power draw, it can run all night off the battery bank, and it's just nice to keep your van climate cooled in hot climates. We also have 2 accent lights on either side of the bed. These are real travertine night lights, which I think is a really, really nice touch. And these are on a dimmer switch. The dimmer's right here. So when you're in bed, you can just turn these on and turn them off. You don't have to get up to turn off any lights. So we really like having the 2 night lights in the bed area. So now we've made our way to the garage area. This is underneath the bed in the back of the van. So this is where we have all of our plumbing and electrical and also a lot of storage space, as you can see. So we like to do the garage in this durable matte flooring so that you don't have to worry about, beating up your floor under here. Starting from here, we have our 60 amp alternator charger right here. So that hooks up to the van's battery when you're driving, and it sends power to your house batteries back here. We have our solar controller. So this pulls power from the solar panels up on the roof. So we have 350 watts of solar up on the roof. And that also is the secondary source of power for charging up your house batteries. We put in an outlet here, just so if you need to charge anything down in your garage area, you can do so. We have our 600 amp hour of lithium batteries stored back there, our 3000 watt inverter. So that's what you turn on when you need to use your 120 volt outlets, your water heater, your induction cooktop. And then lastly, over on this side, we have this dimmable garage light. So you just tap that to turn it on, and then you hold it to dim it. So this is really nice to have if you come back here at night. You don't need to be fumbling around with the flashlight. You can just touch that on right there, and then it illuminates the whole garage area. All right, so now for this side, we have all of the plumbing for the van. Up here, we have the 35-gallon freshwater tank. Down below that, we have our outdoor shower hookup. So this hose just plugs right in there, and then you can, rinse off outside. This is a nice feature to have if you just got back from the beach. And then down there, we have the water pump, the accumulator. And here we have our 2.5-gallon hot water heater. So this is what's connected to that switch up front underneath the sink. So when you flip that switch on, it turns this on and heats up your water. And up top here, this is where you fill up your water for the van. So the hose just hooks right up to that, and then that's how you fill up your freshwater tank. So then here we have our third method of charging up your van batteries. This is our 35 amp shore power charger. So we just put that right on the exterior right there. So if you're ever at a campground and you need to plug in, or you could also plug this in through any extension cord if you're outside of a building where you can do that. So then you can, top off your batteries. All right, so last but not least, we have the exterior of this van. So as you can see, the paint color is gray tan. It's a really nice sandy color that really flows with the interior of the van. We really wanted the exterior to just flow right into the interior and feel pretty seamless. We have the upgraded wheels and tires down below. We have the Method all black wheels with the BFG all-terrain tires just to give it that off-road look to go with the 4x4 capabilities. And then we have the side steps on either side just to make getting in and out of this van a little bit easier since they are higher up. We also put in sumo springs, which you can't see, but that helps with the sway of the van when you're driving. And then we have our side ladder here so that you could climb up and go onto the roof, just hang out up there or to clean your solar panels. And then up all the way on the top, we have our Flatline Vanco low profile roof rack. Well, that wraps up our video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for us or would like to get in contact, I'll have our information listed in the description down below. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next video. See you next time. Bye.